In the story of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, one of the element of that story is that at one time he was surrounded by all these distractions as well. You know the story very well, and I am pointing at the element when the wife of the Aziz Misr, 𝙒𝙍𝙄𝙃, she called him in the room, closed the room. This was like a palace, so a big room it was. Distractions there, alone there, and she invited him towards disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She invited him towards sin. So imagine the situation was same, that he is surrounded by distractions. A beautiful woman is inviting him towards evil, and he is there. So what does he do? From there we get the answer of this problem, which we can apply on today's life. Imagine you are also like Sayyidina Yusuf, surrounded by distractions, so many: money, desire, worldly things, gender issues, other matters like this actually. So what did Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam did? He did 3 things and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved him. If you do 3 things, Allah Azza wa Jal will save you as well from whatever you want to stop, be it drugs, be it pornography, be it fraud, be it actually the love of dunya, be it indulgence in haram, and all these, whatever a person wants to stop. Because Quran was not revealed for Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam. He passed away centuries before. When the Quran was revealed, he was not alive, living on the face of the earth. So really, the guidance in there was for me and you, not for him. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He did mention it for us. So what did he do? Firstly, it's mentioned in the Quran, he said, قَالَ مَعَاذَ اللَّهِ. He sought help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He asked help from Allah Azza wa Jal that I am nothing. وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. He said, I am nothing. I can't save myself. Ya Allah, I need your protection. I need your help. So the first thing which we don't do sometimes, you need to do is ask help from Allah Azza wa Jal, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And confess your helplessness, that, oh Allah, I am helpless. I have abandoned this sin, this bad habit, this addiction, this drug, this act again and again. I am powerless. Now I seek power through your power. That's what la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah means. But we read it as a mantra, not understanding what it says, what are the implications. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Because many times you fail when you think, I will do it, I will do it, I can stop, I can. No one can do anything except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will. So firstly, you ask help from Allah. Ya Allah, I am helpless, I am powerless. This addiction, this tongue, abuse of the tongue, abuse of the other organs, or different things, or my laziness, my nafs, my shaitan has overcome me. You help me, Ya Rabbal Alameen. So he did. So one thing is you do this in whichever situation you are in. Second thing is that you should have irada. Irada means will to stop, not wish to stop. Imagine there is a difference between wish and will. Irada and tamanni. Irada means actually will, and tamanni is like wish, I wish for them. So what is the difference? Tamanni or wish means I want this apple. I want this apple. The person says you have to go to the store, pay $1 or $10, pay the price, do some sacrifice, and you will get those apples. But I say, I want those apples, but I can't pay the money, I can't go anywhere. This is wish. So many people, they just have a wish to be a friend of Allah. They have a wish to go to Jannah, but not the will. When the will is there, what is the difference between wish and will? The person who wills something, he will pay the price and also sacrifice something. He'll say, okay, I will pay dollars. If I have to go to the store, I'll walk to the store. This means this person is serious. You must have heard the hadith, 𝙒𝙍𝙄𝙏. The Prophet ﷺ said, Man dana nafsa. The wise is the person who controls his desire and his nafs. And the ahmaq and the ajiz and the fool is the one who follows his desires and then wishes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will forgive him. It's not going to happen like that. So what did Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam offer? What did he offer? What sacrifice did he offer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I have a will to save myself. He said, قَالَ رَبِّ السِّجْنُ أَحَبُّ إِلَيَّ مِمَّا يَدْعُونَنِي إِلَيْهِ. Oh Allah, instead of this palace, big palace, luxury, I will prefer to be in the prison. I will prefer to go into the prison, into the dungeon, rather than what Zulaykha is inviting me towards. So imagine the sacrifice he is offering. He doesn't just say, Ya Allah, save me, Ya Allah, save me. No. He also offered, he said, Ya Rabbal Alameen, save me, yes, but I will offer everything. If I have to go to prison and give my independence away, I will give. قال ربي سب السجن وحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه. So he offered this. So this is the second point, that whatever you want to abandon, you want to do a good deed which you have not able to do, your fries are not established, your sunnah are not established, or you want to abandon addiction, a sin, a bad act, you have to do three things which I am giving you the example. That first one, help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't believe in yourself. Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam said, Ma ubarri'u nafsi. I don't actually say my nafs is good, although he was a prophet and nabi, and their nafus are already pure. And second is, you have to give some sacrifice. You have to go against the desire. You have to offer something. And then there's a third element. We will discuss that after, inshallah. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. أستغفر الله. لا حول. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده ولا أمة بعده ولا كتاب بعده أما بعد. So I hope you remember the two things which I said. Now the third thing which you have to do if you want to get away from this addiction, free yourself from the shackle of shaitan, free yourself from the love of dunya. The third thing, what did he do? What else did he do? Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam is here. The door is there. He ran to the door. The door was closed. He didn't have the keys. The door was locked or closed. Why, when he knew that, for example, that emergency door is locked, if I know, for example, why would I run to the door? When I already know the door is locked, I don't have the keys, the door is locked. Why he ran to the door? Because when he ran to the doors opened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the door. The third lesson or the third condition of mujahada, or to save yourself, or the striving Islamic concept of mujahada, is what Sayyidina Yusuf AlIslam did. He knew that within my power, I only have the power to go to the door. I have no power to open the door. I don't have the keys. I don't know it's locked or not. I don't know. But yes, I have the ability to run towards the door. So he did that. When he did his part, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala extraordinarily opened the door with his power and qudra, and he could not be stopped. So the third condition of mujahada and the element is that when you have asked help from Allah, when you are willing to sacrifice, you have a will, you are serious. Third thing is, do whatever you can. Go to the limit wherever you can. Don't just say, oh, I can't do, I get affected every time, I end up doing this every time, oh, I can never control actually. No. Okay, you are in a situation, you are living here, sometimes you face situations where you cannot stop. But go to the limit wherever you can. Whatever is within your power, actually do that. And then see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the locked doors which you thought you could never actually abandon those things or never do those things, never get to those things, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the doors of mercy. And if you don't do these three things, then forget. You are destined to hellfire unless Allah's mercy and grace. Because if you don't do, then you are destroyed already. Why? Again we find another example in the Quran where those people did not fulfill these two conditions. And what happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Sayyidina Musa AlIslam, and he said, Ya qawm, udkhulul arda al-muqaddasata allati kataba Allahu lakum. Musa AlIslam is saying to his nation, Bani Israel, O Bani Israel, enter the sacred land, Allah has written it for you. Allah has decided, Allah has written it for you, enter. What they did? They did what we do. They said, فَاذْهَبْ أَنْتَ وَرَبُّكَ فَقَاتِلْ إِنَّ هَاهُنَا قَاعِدُونَ. They said, you, Allah and his messenger does. Today, that's what we say as well. When you say to someone, brother, sister, get your life in order, get your priorities right, you can do it. If you can't do it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would never say to you, they say, oh Allah help us, oh Allah and his messenger, where we should actually, we are talking about them. They also did the same thing. They say, Anta wa Rabbuk, oh Musa, you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala go and fight. We are going to sit here. So what happened? They didn't fulfill their condition. They weren't willing to sacrifice. Although their leader is a prophet, their leader is a Rasul, and ulul azm Rasul, عليه السلام, Sayyidina Musa, not a normal Nabi or a prophet. Ulul azm, when you have a leader like him, but still you are not willing to sacrifice, you are not willing to put effort into. You say, I am sitting on my place, strongholds, I am not moving from here. Then what happened? And third thing, they didn't do whatever they could, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Musa AlIslam said to them that you just enter the Ardul Muqaddasa, you enter and victory will come. And they said there, no, inna fiha qawman jabbar, they are very, very powerful people, they are going to kill us, we are going to be here. That's what we say, oh shaitan is very powerful, oh nafs is very powerful, oh evil is rampant. That's what we are saying. Instead of saying, we hear the word Allahu Akbar every day, but when time comes, we say, oh, the nafs is there, the shaitan is there. They are there, but they are not the absolute powers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna kayda shaitan kana da'ifa. The planning, shaitan is like a salesman. Someone comes to sell you drugs, it's up to you, you buy or not. Someone comes to sell you apples, it's up to you, you buy or not. Shaitan can only market his products. He is a salesman. You are not bound to buy. It's up to you, you buy or not. That's why me and you will be punished. Otherwise, everyone can say on the day of judgment, oh Allah, we were good people, or it was shaitan who misled us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yes, he gave you dawah. He was salesman. He could not force you. He could not force you. He was salesman, he was presenting sins, other things. وَزُيِّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانِ أَعْمَالُهُم. Shaitan makes things attractive, bad things attractive, and you bought it from him. It was you who made the decision, not the shaitan. Shaitan gave you dawah. He didn't have sultan He didn't have power over you that he could force you. But he just was a salesman. You bought his product. Now you actually face the consequences. So this qawm of Sayyidina Musa AlIslam at that time, they did not ask proper help from Allah. They did not do whatever they could, enter the Ard al-Muqaddasa, and they did not offer sacrifice. So 40 years, yatihuna fil ard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said 40 years they were wandering in desert, not getting anywhere. Similarly, if you won't do these three things and you want to reach closeness of Allah and pleasure of Allah, you will be wandering in the desert of shaitan, in the desert of sin, in the desert of the wrath of Allah for 40 or 50 years, but you won't find actually the solution. So the time is up as well. This is the three elements I summarize again actually of mujahada. If you want to stop doing something, if you want to start doing something good, asking help from Allah Azza wa Jal. Secondly, offering sacrifice. If it have to little bit of pain, you have to suffer. And thirdly, do whatever you can, go to that limit, whatever you can stop from, and then see and the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala coming. That's why the Sahaba Ikram did on Battle of Badr. They went there, they were asking help from Allah. Ya Allah, help us, help us. We only have 2 swords. We only have few swords. We only have 2 horses. We have sticks. But they were offering sacrifice, their lives, and they did whatever they could on the Battle of Badr. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent angels down. You see, the same principle is working there as well, wherever it is.